Oh man, look at that. Hello everyone, welcome back. And this is Ellington, and you know what? You know what this is not? This is not Total War Rome 2. We are actually here with 1212 AD, the mod for Attila Total War. Now this one here is a 3 versus 3. It is another Dragon Core replay here. We've got everybody here is from the Dragon Core Discord, which, by the way, if you are interested in joining, that is in the description. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about some of the players. On attack, first off, right over here as the Ottomans, we have got Blackfoot. Now next to Blackfoot, we have got the English. Now the English are being commanded by Lance. Now finally for the attackers, we have got the Seljuk of Rum, which is being commanded by Golden Expeer. And for the defenders, we have got... Oh, who do we got here? Alright, this is Lesser Poland being commanded by Grey Wolf. Then we've also got... if I remember correctly, I believe this is Burgundy being commanded by Mexi. And then I think the last one is over this way, and that is Bohemia being commanded by Poof. So once again, this is, 1212 AD, which is the medieval mod for Attila. It is a super, super pretty game, man. It is probably the closest thing we are going to get to a medieval 3 for a long time, unfortunately. But man, it is it's a pretty game. As you can see over on this side, the attackers are getting close. We got Blackfoot here, getting here to the walls as the Ottomans. Italian mercenaries landing on the walls. And we got some dismounted chevaliers that are going to hopefully hold the walls for them. See a couple more towers moving up, some more Italian mercenaries. Carahors, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but a couple different units here. Then I'm not even going to try and, pronounce that. That's going to be what this is going to be. It's going to be a battle of a bunch of stuff that you can't pronounce versus a bunch of stuff that you can't pronounce. But it's going to look cool, and it's going to be awesome. Sergeants, got some crossbows. You can pronounce those. A lot of sergeants here. You could see, if you look right next to the name, it says Sergeant's High. That's because in 1212 AD, I think it's Attila as a whole, things are separated out by, low period, high period, late period. Typically, it just means that they're a little better, more expensive as they get to, the higher periods. The spearmen are actually already getting shot here. You got the Culverin trying to rip down some walls. They actually have already taken down a pretty sizable section here. You can see the defenders have actually kind of just given up that spot, which is a little unfortunate, because they're not really going to be able to hold this gate for very long either. Then if they give up this big wall, then that gate's probably going to fall as well. You see some crossbows accidentally got caught on that wall when it went down. Over here, you got more sergeants. A lot of sergeants here from Poland. And some halberdiers moving forward. Honestly, really, the only attacker that has landed, or is even close to landing, is the Ottomans over here. They got a lot of towers moving forward. You can see down here the defenders have got some crossbow sergeants, then actually have a handgunner, which handgunners are super cool. Love the units in this. To be honest with you, the only reason I don't play this more often is because we don't always have enough people to play it. But it is a very, very cool mod. Attila itself is kind of it's okay, but man, as a game, or as a mod, the the 1212 modders really have a lot to be proud of here. They just did an update which added some new factions. Not only did it add factions, but it actually fixed an issue that Attila as a whole has. So Attila, the issue that mods have for Attila is that it corrupts the replay files. I don't remember exactly how, but it does something where if people start the game or load into the map and move all their stuff around before they hit start battle, it corrupts the files. But Attila just recently in their latest patch fixed that issue 1212, not Attila, sorry. When 1212 just did their latest patch, they fixed that issue, which means that now before 1212 battles, you can actually move your stuff around, which is super handy because it really sucks when you can't. You know, it used to be that you would have to, do a game with no time limit so that you could start the game, everybody move all around their stuff, then actually begin the battle. It was really dumb. Actually, this gap is getting a lot of troops in. The defenders sent forward one of the sergeants, the Polish here, sent forward a sergeant unit to go hold this breach, but to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to happen because it's one sergeant unit and it's like 3 attacking units coming in at him. But tell me those units don't look fantastic. I mean, these modders have so much to be proud of with this game. This mod, it is gorgeous. Now, the one thing about this game is that the towers are very, very powerful. And we'll see here in a little bit if one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen added, and I cannot, every time I see it, I go, literally, who came up with this idea? And I'll show you when it happens. I don't know if it happens, but I'm almost gonna guarantee it's gonna happen because it's really hard not to. But we'll see here in a little bit so that you can see it firsthand. Ooh, some crossbows getting a little out here. Some early period crossbows. Got one of the high period sergeants gonna go in and fight this spear unit. It's a levy spear, which, like in most games, levy usually means pretty low tier. Same thing like if you say things that say royal or guard or things like that, usually that's a pretty good unit. Dismounted chevaliers that are they going up? Okay, so they're going up on the wall. They're getting off a crossbow sergeant. I see. There's a unit running off the wall and a unit running onto the wall. Ooh, look at this. Look at that armor, man. That is so cool looking. That's the dismounted chevaliers, the early period ones. Then you have one of those Carahors units. Some artillery coming in here. Got a mortar, I think it is. So the nice thing about the mortar is that it can lob up over these walls and it can hit stuff back in the back. And I completely forgot to turn on the markers for Attila. I hate not being able to mark it. Now the defenders, look at this. Cav coming out, including one of their generals, the Duke's bodyguard. Look at the Chevaliers. The 2 units of Chevalier? No, Bohemian Knights. Look at those colors, man! They're so cool looking! Oh, man, this game looks so good. Man, I really hope you like this one, because I want to do more of these videos, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of hard to do more of videos that don't perform very well. So I really hope this video does well. I would love to do these more. Got some Balkan nobles coming over this way. And some Noker bodyguards, I think is how you say it. I believe This is... Oh, who did I say? One thing I don't like about this game is I wish that it showed the flags of the faction a little better. I believe this is Seljuk Rum. So they came over to kind of defend against the cavalry here. You have the Duke's bodyguard and the Chevaliers. The Bohemian Knights actually went back into the city. They've got a couple Kavjins back here. The Janziska? I'm probably butchering that. And then a King's bodyguard. That's pretty easy to say. We have a lot of stuff back here around the point. I believe this is, yeah, this is the point back here. The attackers seem to be making some progress. Yeah, the archers move forward for the Ottomans. They're shooting back here at the crossbow sergeants. Now, crossbow sergeants are in spread formation, so they're trying to lessen the impact of the enemy archers. Now, the thing about that is that also kind of takes away a little bit of their own killing power. Here we go. Levy crossbows moving over here. They do have a dismounted Chevalier on the wall that will kind of protect them a little bit. Looks like they're maybe... Okay, I bet you they're coming over to try and shoot at the side of the spear unit that is taking down the... Or... I thought it was taking down the gate, but I guess not. Maybe he was just going through the gate. Got a Hussite Flailman, which is a shock infantry. Shock infantry in this game we usually limit because they are very, very good. They really have a lot of killing power. Think of things like the Thracian nobles or things like that. Those would be what would be classified as shock infantry. They do a lot of charge damage. Uh-oh, crossbows getting on the wall, shooting down here at the room archers. Probably butchering how to say that. Oh, they have a great angle on the back of this Polish defense here. Really, really nice. Now, I'm kind of interested that the defenders are not using at least one of these cav to come over here and try and chase the archers away. I guess they're already getting them to run away, but... Now, I believe this battle was done... I think it's got like a fog effect on it, on this particular battle, which is why it's a little not blurry, but it's kind of hard to see things further away, which, I'm going to be honest, kind of sucks. But the battle looks really fun. It looks great. Got a lot of halberdiers and paviciers. But the Italian mercenaries are up on the wall, and they're really not shooting at those either. Oh, look at the artillery. Oh, man. Got the handgunners that were up on this this palisade wall, or barricade, whatever you want to call it. And the barricade was destroyed, I believe, by the mortar of the Ottomans. Attackers look like they're not sending much more. Oh, please tell me you're shooting down into these sergeants from England. The attackers could probably take their spear unit and throw it on this wall to get rid of that. I think that's probably what he's about to try and do. Yep, there it is. Defenders need to be careful of that. I don't think they realize it's happening. There they go. They realize they're getting the hell out of there. So they were getting some good shots into the back of this line, but the spear unit from England is going to chase them away. Now bear with me, I'm still kind of, getting used to the faction names and things like that. So if I mess up one, I do apologize. What's the defending Polish? You got some of the Seljuk of Rum. from the attackers. You know, the archer fire going up onto these walls is pretty vicious, but they do seem to be getting a pretty good foothold, you know, down over this way. Well, looks like, is this a... I mean, it's not fresh, but it is relatively healthy, 109 out of 160. And then they do have one of these paviciers over here guarding the stairway down. They're named that because of the Pavis shield there. The crossbow sergeants, are they trying to set up to shoot? I'm not sure what they're doing. And then, oh, look at that. I think they're trying to shoot over here at the retinue longbows from England. Yeomen of the guard. Look at these guys, man. Then you got the retinue longbows, a couple units of those. I only see 1, 2, 3 archers here. Okay, so they brought a handgunner, which is a little further back. Still got the culverin back here. Then maybe getting some infantry getting ready to go in as well. I believe these guys, are a hybrid unit that can use melee or a bow. Where'd the other cav go? So they got one cav. They've got the Duke's bodyguard, but they're there it is. One of the chevaliers moving down here. They're going to charge right over. Cavalry in this game is very, very good, especially shot cav. Extremely effective. They tend to do a lot of damage. Look at this. It's already 84 kills. That show the Marteloses. It pretty much got annihilated there. The shock infantry would do really well. Look at the... Holy crap, man. Look at the weapons that they have. Oh, boy. Could you imagine that charging down the street, looking at you, you know, ready to conquer your city and rape your women type thing? Good Lord. Then you got some heavy billmen back here from the English. Pretty good push coming over this way. You can see the defenders have actually had to fall back to this little kill box here. Now, the big difference that you'll see here from like Rome is that you're not going to see a gazillion freaking javelins come from all sides to kill these guys. You might see some archer fire, some crossbow fire come in, but here we got some Pavi spearmen from Poland. Seen a lot of Poland over here. Let's see, are we going to get a charge from the attackers?
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
I guess not. And then it looks like they're going to give this up too. So I think they're falling back to this little area here. They may end up needing to fall back even further to get away from the towers. Got a tower neutralizing here.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
You're probably going to need to send some more sergeants into that combat. They're constantly fighting. You see the flag kind of goes up, then it goes down, goes up, goes down. Ooh, but uh-oh. These heavy axemen, 168 kills. Once again, that's one of those shock infantry units. Oh, man. Look at those kills rack up. 181, 183. Ooh, man. That shock infantry is nasty. Typically, best way to deal with that, kind of like in other Romes, or other Total Wars, there's always a good counter. Good counters typically are going to be things like a shock infantry of your own, or like a high defense, you know, maybe like a pole axe would be good. Something like that that's almost like a pike. Now, they actually sent their own in. 157 kills now on them. Here we go. Now we got a charge going. Now, a good counter for shock infantry, because they don't typically have shields. Archers, crossbows, things like that. They will do really good damage. Oh my gosh, that heavy axeman, 115 men left, 242 kills. This is why these guys are limited, because they are very, very, very good. Where did that cav unit go? This guy, there it is, 85 kills on it. The Chevaliers. Crossbows shooting back here at the attackers' shock infantry. Those nasty, nasty heavy axes. They're probably going to pull this sergeant out and switch it. Well, I think they thought about it. But the cav was also looking to go in. And got some more units going in for the defenders. God, this game just looks so good, man. Look at those Poppy's shields back here. Ooh, already coming into the back. Handgunners are just waiting to shoot at these attackers as they come towards down this road. You got one of your halberdier units here. Look at this guy. Look at these guys. They don't even have halberdiers. They have massive, like, mace spike things. Already still, I tell you, that's the mortar from the Ottomans shelling this area. Gotta be careful here as the defenders. All of these clumped up units, if they got a mortar shot into that, would be very, very painful. Cavs kind of moving around. I think the defenders were thinking about bringing their cav back out, but you could see a lot of cav here for the attackers ready. The English Knights. Look at them, man. Then you got the King's Bodyguard, that beautiful, beautiful red color. Spend a lot of time just looking at units here because they look so good. Sergeant Spears moving over. Even like the cheap, crappy units just look fantastic. If I remember correctly, this is Burgundy. Now, this is not good for the defenders. The attackers have got some of their archers up here, the guard archers, what is it, Solak guard archers from the Ottomans up on the walls, shooting over here. Looks like they're shooting at the crossbows that we're trying to shoot back, but I don't know if they're going to be able to really take that much more. Actually, no, they're shooting over here at the Italian mercenary, which is one of those polearm units. So they're not even taking the fight with the guard archers. Look at those. Oh, look at that, man. Hold on. Hold on. Look at those archers. They look fantastic. I don't know, you know, it's a stretch to say that any of the modders watch my videos, but if you do, all I gotta say is well done, guys. Like, this is just, and you know what, I think that's one of the reasons that we're so unlikely to see a Medieval 3 anytime soon, is just because it would have stiff competition in this game right here. The question I really have is, why the hell are these people not working for Creative Assembly? That's what I want to know. Just saying. I don't want to sound I don't want to be anybody to be put off by that, but I think that's a question worth asking. Ooh, looky here, Culverin in from England, brought up into the city, shooting over here at the defenders. Here comes the Bohemian Knights. I don't think they're going to get a very good charge here. Oh, the archers shooting right into them. They're really, honestly, doing a pretty solid job. of kind of countering back, keeping the attackers pushed back here. One, they're also preventing the capture of that tower for a little longer. Looks like Pavis crossbows up on this barricade, shooting back here. Got some handgunners here from the English. This defense is a stiff defense, guys. But the attackers are also still kind of getting some of their units into the settlement. The Ottomans actually brought 2 of their handgunners. Got more of their better, infantry back this way. The mortars moving up. They smartly moved a lot of their units that were sitting back here. I'm going to bet that that's what happened right here. I'll see if I can, I'm going to clip that in right here to see. I think this is a really good mortar shot that hit in this spot. So I'll clip that in right here. So, I have no idea how they all died. I'm going to assume it had something to do with this building that they're right next to. But that's the gist of it. Well, back to the battle. And back to the regular part of the battle after that little clip. Attackers, they look like they're doing a pretty good job of getting their units into the settlement to continue this pressure on the attack. Even got a lot of the archers moving in that are duking it out with one of the crossbow units over here. Got some macemen. These heavy bills are honestly going to do a pretty good job at preventing the cavalry from continuing what they were doing earlier in kind of countercharging and cycling in and out to prevent, any further progress down this street. All the cav, you could see the units back this way. All right, so I waited purposely to show you. Remember earlier I was talking about one of the dumbest things I've seen? That right there. The full capture of a tower that apparently just causes the tower to crumble is just the most absurd thing I've ever seen. And it's probably the number one thing in a total war, that pisses me off the most, just as literally what was going through your head when you thought of doing that. Once again, I don't mean to sound kind of critical, but I'm going to be critical. In the end, I feel like that's part of my job. So, you see the arty coming in on the Pavis crossbows? They seem to be maybe gaining a little bit of ground in this spot here. The defending troops are getting a little scarce. They're probably going to need to throw something else up in here. There's actually even a couple places that the attackers could probably get around if they really wanted to. Oh, you could see the handgunners coming up. Handgunners are doing a lot of really good armor piercing, so they're really going to do a good job at getting through this heavy armor of the Pavis spears over here. In fact, they just broke that one, and the defenders, don't really have anything to throw there. Okay, I guess it came back now. They're not doing anything to stop it either. Where did the handguns fell back a little bit. But that's going to allow some of their units to get into these a little easy. Oh no, they're faced the wrong direction. Oh, he didn't realize they came back, so they were turned around. That's gonna hurt. Some halberdiers moving up. They do have some of their own handgunners and some crossbow sergeants back here. The attackers do still have a pretty solid amount left. Let's see, what's the difference here? 4,900 to 3,600. But the defenders do also still have the settlement, you know, like they have a lot of space to work with still. The attackers have a long ways to go. Long. I don't know why I said it that way, but they have a long ways to go towards the to the victory point. Halberdiers should do a pretty solid job here of holding back some of this infantry from the attackers. And look here we go. Crossbow sergeants now shooting over at the handgunners. Handgunners, 109 kills already. Look at the guard archers, 194. 228. Ooh, man. Juicy. Actually got some cav over here. Some Balkan nobles coming in and charging. How much do they do here? Even against one of these spear units, they actually got a pretty good charge. I would get the hell out of here. Like oh no. Too late. Handgunners. Oh, Balkan nobles about to get they're about to get a lot of kills. Look at that, 130. Then they're going to get into the crossbow sergeant, which is now broken. And then they're going to hit the back of this halberdier unit like a hammer. AKA, you know, hammer and anvil. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I was dumb. 220 kills on the Balkan nobles. I think it's a smart move coming back over here trying to get a charge on this other spear unit in the back. Because this unit is trapped. There's, like, you can charge this at any time. But the other unit was trying to get away, so I think that was a smart move, turning around and trying to hit that before it could run away. These units are stuck here, though, by the way. These two Paviciers units are stuck out here because this barricade is here. A lot of archers here, all of the longbows here from England. You got the English Foot Knights, which are once again his two shock infantry, which look fantastic. Chevaliers coming over here, charging into the heavy billmen, and I don't know why. That was not a very good idea. That's like charging your cav into a pike unit. Not a great idea. A lot of arrow fire coming. I should have turned off the projectile trails. I'm not a huge fan of those. It seems like every Total War game, the later and later it gets, or the newer it is, the worse the projectile trails look, and these are not very good. The Rome ones are but Attila's are bad, and then like the Troy projectile trails, they look like little lasers, like pew 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 pew. And it's yucky. It's not great. Same thing, Warhammers are pretty bad. Usually I just turn them off. Look at this. Oh, God. Just, oh, man. I wish they had kind of formed up these spears a little better, personally. The guard archers being out of ammo, they're going to go in first, maybe kind of deal some HP damage. The Balkan nobles already at 363 kills, double chevron. They are doing some cycle charging here into these spear units. Then the Sipahi, I don't know how to say that. Ottoman cavalry. Ooh, Cav, gen on gen. Who do we at? Duke's bodyguard versus the no-care bodyguards. 35 out of 50, 37 out of 50. So pretty even, actually. But here comes the English king. So you can see the English king is an early unit. The Duke's bodyguard is a high period unit. And, oh wait, got the English knights coming over and engaging against the Chevaliers. I think the English knights are going to get the better of this. I see archer fire coming over here. It looks like the attackers have some archer fire coming in against the Cav. The no-care bodyguard's 14 kills, and the Duke's bodyguard is now gone. King's bodyguard from England, 19 kills, 21 kills. All right, the Cav is eliminated for the defenders. Attackers are probably feeling pretty good about that. The other thing I notice about the Total War games, the newer and newer it gets, it seems like the more absurd the money differences, you know, Thrones of Britannia is like a 3,000 gold difference. Warhammer, I think, is like 6 grand. It's a crazy, absurd amount of money difference. But I usually in games like these will usually have like the attackers leave like 1,000 gold on the table to help kind of even that out a little, and it's worked. You know, we did a Thrones of Britannia battle the other night that we had the attackers leave 1,500 gold on the table, and it made it really balanced out the armies quite a bit. Because the issue that you ran into was that the attackers were able to bring, you know, just crazy amounts of like elite units that the defenders had no hopes of matching those numbers. They give these money differences to kind of make up for the fact that the defenders get towers and defenses and free artillery and things like that. But sometimes it's not enough. Or sometimes the money difference they put is way too much. I really wish, and I think on some of the newer games, if I remember right, you can actually, or no, it was some of the older games, you could actually set the attacker's money, and you could set what the defender's money was as well, so you could literally decide how you wanted the money to be. Actually, the no-care bodyguard coming over here and blasting through this mace unit. What is this? This is, I think it's Bohemia. The Lion, if I remember right. I believe it's Bohemia. I wonder why they don't take their... Yeah, it's Bohemia, Bohemian Knights. They should probably take these two, the Polish General and the Bohemian Knights. They should probably come over here and eliminate these Cav. Why are they sending the king, but they're not sending the Bohemian Knights? He's got a high period King's bodyguard coming over here. He's going to take on the English Knights. And I don't think got a very good charge. Yeah, 0 kills on the King's bodyguard. Oh man, he didn't get a very good charge there. That is not good. And I don't know why the Bohemian Knights came over here instead of going to engage with the King's bodyguard from Poland. English Knights and the King's bodyguard from, or no, the no-care Knights, sorry, or no-care bodyguard. And now you've got the Jan Ziska from Bohemia coming. How did he do? Oh, he got a really good charge. 23 kills now. And here comes the Bohemian Knights all of a sudden coming back to help. It's like they left their own general to die. What the hell? Catching a little bit of lag here. Keep in mind that mods sometimes are like that. Guard archers and some Karahors going in. Got mercenary Swiss halberdiers.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
That'll be a tough defense to get through. Does look like the attackers do have some archers left. Oh, it's their Cav. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Then you got the handgunners shooting as well. Not doing too much in damage yet. It looks like they were able to eliminate some of that, or all of that cavalry, actually. Now, did they get a good counter charge? They're getting some kills. 43 kills, though, on the Bohemian Knights, which are an early period cavalry. They got to watch out, though, because the one thing that's keeping their retreat open is going to break soon. Yeah, I think he's just going to pull back with his cavalry. What I would honestly do, I would probably pull my cav back further into the city, because being up here, the cav's really not going to be that useful. And the defenders actually pulled out of this area, I think probably to get away from some of the archer fire. And it kind of took away the line of sight from the handgunners as well. I think the crossbows over here might be trying to get some like shots off, and I don't know if that's quite working. 84 kills on one, 162 on the other, 202 over here. They're shooting over at these guys from the Ottomans. I'm not even gonna try, man. That is way beyond my pronunciation. Interesting, the Ottoman infantry with that symbol there. I can't think of what it's called, but it's usually for an Orthodox Christian. So you see it a lot in like Eastern European and like Russian, like old Russian stuff. I don't know that much about the Ottomans from this period personally. And here we go, Bohemian Knights charging the shock infantry again. Got a good charge, and I don't think the shock infantry countered either. That shock infantry 64 out of 160 now. They actually have already pushed forward onto this slope here. Got that hybrid infantry from the Seljuk of Rum. That sounded like I said the Seljuk of Rum, like vroom vroom. I just realized that. Vroom vroom vroom. If anybody can remember where that reference comes from, I will be very, very impressed, and I impressed with your amazing childhood. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Can't remember how else it went, though. It's a song. Now, how are the halberdiers doing over here? Got the Hussite halberdiers, 126 kills. Mercenary Swiss, not quite as many, but I don't think they've been fought quite as much. I think the attackers are trying to sneak around this area here, so they're probably going to need to throw in one of these halberds to kind of protect that area. Oh man, the archers over here don't look like they're having a very good day. I'm hoping that, I think some of them are out of ammo. I think he pulled back the ones that were not.
Check your weapons.
These guys have weapons out, so they might be out. These guys still have the crossbows. Got some macemen over here. King's bodyguard. Cav actually doing some play. The Janziska. What are they? 65 kills. Pretty good. Bohemian Knights now at 205. They might be trying to go around and maybe find some other targets to get in. No, they turned around. They're probably going to come over and finish off this archer unit, honestly. Get a few more kills. Oh, the attackers still have their culverin. England does, it looks like. Here comes the English foot knights. They're going to be tough. Very, very tough. Oh, look at the fire arrows coming. I think trying to cause this unit to break. There's a good shot. There we go. Good screenshot for the thumbnail. You'll probably recognize one of those. Crossbows actually move forward from the defenders and taking some shots here. But Cav coming to finish off the Bohemian Knights. What are they up to? Bohemian Knights up to 2. What? Can't catch it. Oh, they just got wrecked. I don't know. We'll see at the end. Heavy bills are going to be a little tough because they're going to really kind of outreach the Pavi spearmen here, so they might actually be able to work their way through this defense pretty well. Got a militia halberdier here from Bohemia. Pavi's crossbows. What are they at now? 92 kills. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this battle. Let's see it in the comment section. How you guys felt about the 12-12 battle? Would you guys like to see more? And make sure that you are in the Discord. If you guys have Attila, we can make sure that you got the mod. And I'd love to get more battles like this. The issue is far less people seem to have Attila, so we don't really, unfortunately, always have the best amount of people to do these games. Now this is a pretty fresh Swiss halberdier. Going to go up against the Italian mercenary here from the Seljuk of Rum. So what are we? 10 kills. They're at 56 kills. And here we go. We got the billmen. The heavy billmen from England now engaging the Pavi spears. Pavi spears are actually dropping pretty fast. Got the militia halberdier here. And then I think the crossbows are trying to get some angles. Maybe if they can take out one of the generals here for the attackers, it would help a huge amount. They're honestly probably setting up to try and shoot the English foot knights.
I spit on your honor, you bastards!
I spit on your honor, you bastards! But this, I'm gonna be honest, this is what's gonna hurt. That culverin, which I assume it's still got ammo since they're hauling it all the way in here, that's gonna hurt everything over here. They actually put one of their Pavi spears over on this side of the victory point kind of setup, guarding this street instead of up on this spot. Actually, look at this. One of the heavy billmen actually already breaking, or wavering at least. 47 out of 160, so they've actually taken some pretty good damage there. Militia halberdiers at 8 kills. The Pavi spears at 24, so I don't really know what was killing those heavy billmen. Swiss halberdiers now at 52 kills. Oh, they are just getting all around this defense here. Got one of the Ottoman units over here getting into the archers. You see the defenders are actually kind of setting up in kind of a crescent moon here. Got macemen, 2 units of macemen from Bohemia. Got one of their Hussite halberdiers moving over on this side. And then the archers are going to set up a crossfire. Got crossbows on one side and then Pavi's crossbows on the other side. Just getting ready to shoot into either angle. If the attackers come over here, the Pavi's crossbows shoot into their side. If the attackers come over here, then the crossbows on this side shoot into their side. Pretty common tactic in pretty much all the Total Wars. This is the side that I honestly think is really, really concerning. I think they went into a spear wall. Oh no, they're way out of position. Oh no, Bohemia, turn around! Oh, that's huge. That is very, very bad. They are way out of position here. I think he meant to go spear wall to set up like this, but as it tends to happen in most of the games, they definitely did not do that. It is allowing his King's Bodyguard from Poland to, or no, from Bohemia to get some charges into the sides of the English Foot Knight, but I don't. Oh, that's not good. I think that is the backbreaker here. Over on this side, I think they probably could have held a little longer, but I think it probably would have been better if they had held here still. But on that other side, it's pretty much done. The Pavi spears, you can see, are trying to kind of reform somehow, but I think they're just way out of position. I don't think it's going to work. The heavy billmen are still in combat as well. These English Foot Knights are not really going to get as many kills because I don't think they're really going to get the opportunity to. What's broken? The King's Bodyguard from Poland. Janziska is at 108 kills. But I think that is GG.
The men are running.
You see, Pavi's spearmen are actually like holding in decently well for as long as they can. But you could see the attackers are just getting through everywhere. The macemen also, you know, doing as much as they possibly can. Over on this side, they're not the attackers are not getting through this. Combination of the macemen and the halberdiers, but on this side, it wasn't enough. There we go. You see the spears breaking. All right, I'm gonna go and fast forward this because this is a done deal. A vicious, vicious attack and a stout defense by the defenders. You know, typically when battles tend to go this long, the defenders fought tooth or nail. Short battles, to be honest with you, typically are pretty one-sided, pretty lopsided. All right, so let's go to the end here. All right, so unfortunately, it does not give the kind of overall kills. You can see, you know, the kills for the individual units. So this is England here, 231 on one of his heavy billmen. Sergeants, 113. Pretty decent overall on his infantry, and you could see a lot of them remained pretty healthy at the end. Then we got Golden XP here, Seljuk of Rum. You know, same thing. Infantry did pretty solid. 366 on his Balkan nobles, which was his cavalry. 267 on one of his shock infantry. Look at the archers here. Solak Guard archers, excuse me. 232, 298. And then for the defenders, we got Grey Wolf as Poland. I forgot to say, England was Lance, Seljuk Rum was Golden Expeer, and then Ottomans were Blackfoot. And then for the defenders, we've got Poland, Grey Wolf. You know, probably the infantry probably could have done a little better here. The spears really did not get very many kills. They don't usually get very many kills, to be honest with you. The Levy crossbow, 0 kills is not great. You know, but you know what? Once again, a stout defense. And we got Mexi here as Bohemia, or not Bohemia, Burgundy, excuse me. You know, 213 on his dismounted chevaliers. And then his infantry, these guys did not do great. His crossbows probably could have done a little better there. Then finally, we got Puv as Bohemia. 159 on a crossbow, 226 even. 260 on his Bohemian Knights, which was his cavalry. 358 on a heavy axeman, which was one of his shock infantry. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this awesome 1212 AD battle. And you know what? Let me know what you guys thought, and hopefully we'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.